Our other soccer inductee is Richard Northcutt. He's a Jersey boy. I don't think he ever played with Frankie Valli in the Four Seasons, even though Newark, where the Jersey boys were from, and Richard's birthplace of Piscataway are only about 25 miles apart, but maybe about 30 years apart with Frankie in the Four Seasons. Anyhow, Richard was a 4-year letterman in soccer and baseball, a 2-year letterman in basketball. That was at Timothy Christian High School. He was all-district in soccer twice, in basketball once. Trinity Christian had only 32 kids in the graduating class, and nobody recruited Richard for anything. But he had a high school buddy on the soccer team at Covenant College up on Lookout Mountain. So Richard headed south. He walked on and tried out for the team, called home and told his mom, "I think I'm going to make the team." But he got cut the next day, so Richard walked on with the basketball team. He did play there 2 years, got the Team Spirit Award in 1984. Dan Patterson was Covenant's goalie at the time, one of the best fielders they had as well. Richard got Dan to train him to play in goal so that Dan could play on the field. It's a great idea. Richard made all-district in his second year, all-area, and NAIA All-American his second year. Richard actually put this in his bio. After graduating college, he never set foot again in New Jersey. Been there, totally understand. He stayed down south, going first to the Baylor School as an assistant soccer coach his first year out of college. Saudi Daisy hired him as their girls and boys head coach in 91. He spent 11 seasons there. Girls made it to the Final Four in 97 and 98. The boys were state finalists, and Richard was the Times Free Press Coach of the Year in 2000. Richard spent a year as an assistant coach at Lee, and then Tennessee Wesleyan lured him to Athens to coach the men and women's teams and run the sports information department. Since July of 2012, Richard has been the soccer coach at Signal Mountain Middle and High Schools. His girls' teams at the high school have been to the state tournament 6 times. They've won 3 state championships. The boys have been in the state tournament 5 times. 4 times they made it to the Final Four. They were runners-up in 2018. For what it's worth, and this is saying a lot, the TSSAA soccer records go back to 1988. Hamilton County has had 8 teams play in the state tournament. Hickson in 1998, Ooltewah in 1994. Richard has coached the other 6 teams, Saudi Daisy and Signal Mountain. His teams have 20 state tournament wins in 14 appearances. Richard and his wife, my Cherie Amour, that's really her name, and I love it, have a grown son, Carter. Let's join them in welcoming Richard Northcutt into the Greater Chattanooga Sports Hall of Fame.